Hey everybody, this is Jennifer. I'm coming to you with another sales update video. All right, the first item I have is 2 pairs of Levi's denim shorts. I picked these up at the Salvation Army. They were $1 a piece. These happen to be together at the Salvation Army at the same time. However, I will find items like this. Like this is, to me, this is just like a $15 pair of shorts, free shipping. So I'll put it out for $19.99, basically take a best offer for $15. But if I see something like this, sometimes I throw it in what I call my bundle bins, and I'll put it on an inventory list. And when I get another pair or 2 pairs, I will put it out as a lot. And I have a lot of success with that. I recommend, if you haven't done it yet, definitely try bundling items together. You'll make a much better profit. So I paid $2 for these, and I took a best offer of $30 for both of them. All right, this is a women's vintage Pendleton double-breasted cardigan. These items do sell. They just don't sell very quickly. I had this for about maybe 5 months, but that's very normal for like a vintage cardigan from Pendleton. I picked it up for $1 at the Salvation Army, and I took a best offer of $25. And if you haven't seen the tag before, there's a tag. Now, Pendleton has a lot of different tags, and they come from different time periods. And if you look back in my videos, I do have a video. It shows a website on how to date your labels. Basically, you just type in the name of the brand, and it will show you all the different labels and the different dates where they come, like what era they're coming from. So just look back in my videos, and there's one video that's all it's about if you need some help dating your clothes. All right, the next item is a pair of Gap Perfect trouser dress pants. Nothing extremely special about them, except they were new at tags, which was great. I paid $1 for them at the Salvation Army, and I took a best offer of $28.89. Okay, this is a pair of men's Echo black leather lace-up Oxford dress shoes. I picked these up at the Goodwill for $5, and I took a best offer of $34 for them. Okay, this is a vintage Lee denim shirt. It was very worn. It was ribbed, which was really odd. But you could tell, like, look at that collar. It had a lot of wear on it. So I did have this probably for a year. I had it for a long time, but I only paid $1 for it, and I took a best offer of $20. Okay, this is the last item. I went to the Burlington Coat Factory, and I picked up a bunch of items at one point. I was just experimenting, and I wanted to see if I could sell them. And actually, this is the last thing to go. I only doubled my money on it because I paid too much for them. But overall, buying from Burlington Coat Factory, it was a success. Everything sold, and it's basically double your money. That's what you're looking at. It's not the same margins as buying from the thrift store, but it's definitely good because you're getting these higher brand names and better condition items, and you have them available for your customers as well as your thrift store items. So I liked having it. I have to get back there. Unfortunately, I'm sure you all know there's not enough hours in the day to do everything, but I'd like to go back to the Burlington Coat Factory and pick up a lot more stuff from them. Okay, so this was a pair of women's skinny leggings stretch pants from Seven. I paid too much. I paid $7 for these, and what did I do? I took a best offer eventually of, let's see, $20. $20. So I made probably about $7 on them. They shipped first class mail for $2.60. Okay, this was pretty cool. This was a Coldwater Creek Sherpa coat, and it was this really neat design, and it came from the Goodwill. If you saw my last video, I just found out Goodwill does 49-cent sale that they don't post. They don't tell anybody. It just runs, and nobody knows what's happening. But now I know. So every Sunday and Monday, they're 49 cents. Now, it's good, but believe me, if you don't have that going on in your area, it's not a huge deal. Like, when you get the 49-cent, you're taking less for it. You're picking up a lot of items that have problems. Stains are the main thing. And I'm going to tell you what I do to get out stains. I don't mind going and finding these items because a lot of times they have a mark on them. And right now I have a method that's really working for me almost about 80% of the time, taking out stains. So right here, we got this really cool jacket, and where was it? It was right in here. There was this, I don't know what it was, kind of like the worst coffee stain ever. It was right here. And this is why nobody picked it up. So this beautiful coat with this winter scene from Coldwater Creek, which is a good company, was sitting there for 50 cents and nobody wanted it. So I took it home, and how I get stains out is I do not use the stain remover for laundry. I use it's a carpet cleaner. It's a spot remover, but it's like, it's non-toxic, it's non-hazardous. There's no smell to this. It works, I think, with enzymes. It's great because the fumes, just walking into the Salvation, the Goodwill, whatever they're spraying on their clothes, it's enough to knock me out. I hate that smell. So this is great because you can spray. It works so well. You think it would smell so bad. It doesn't smell like anything at all. So I just take a little of the spot remover. I do not dilute it. And I've even put it on wool and it hasn't damaged it. Now, don't take my word for it. Don't take something that's so expensive that has a stain and, put it on there and say, hey, Jen, you ruined my clothes. You have to test a spot. You have to make sure, that this isn't going to damage something that, is valuable to you. I mostly use it on clothes I pick up for 50 cents. And honestly, if it doesn't work, it's going into the flea market. So to me, it's no big deal. If something is really expensive that you're worried about, bring it to a dry cleaner. Don't risk damaging it. But I haven't had any problems with this. So all I do is I put it on directly onto the stain, and I just rub it in really well, and I leave it overnight. And then the next day, I just put some of the laundry detergent on it. Now, it's not the laundry detergent that's doing it because I use like an organic, very gentle laundry detergent. And I just put some extra laundry detergent just on that spot, and I throw it in the washing machine, unless it's like wool. And then the next day, it's like, well, when it comes out of the dryer, it's great. This is what worked on the coat I just showed you. And like I said, it was like this horrible coffee stain. On this coat, I actually did have to do it twice, but it did come out. I used it on a wool. It was like 85% wool coat. It had this really weird mark on it. And what I did it for that, if it's something that you're not supposed to wash at home, if it's supposed to be dry cleaned, what I do is I put the carpet cleaner on there. I rub it in really quickly. I don't leave it on there. Then I take a wet rag and I just like kind of soak the area and immediately get a blow dryer and blow dry it. And quite often, I would say about 80% of the time, it's getting that stain out and it's not leaving a watermark or any kind of mark whatsoever. I don't know what it is about this thing, but I absolutely love this product. And look how cheap it is. A whole gallon, free shipping if you order over $49. It's $20.40. I have 16 ounces. I've had that for a year. So this is really cheap, so give it a try if you haven't already. If you're selling clothes, like midline clothes, I mean, super expensive clothes, like I said, you may want to think about it. But if you're selling that midline stuff like I am, you may want to give this a try. It's really, really worked for me, and I'm not sure a lot of people know about it. Okay, so anyway, back to the coat. I paid 50 cents for it, and I took a best offer of $25, and it sold in like a week because it's so different. All right. This was a return. You've seen this on 2 other videos. I sold it, which was on a video. Then it was returned, which I have in my return video. And here it is again. And I took a best offer of $30. Again, I paid $1 for it. And then I paid $6 to ship it to the person. And now I just paid $6 again. So I was $13 into it. So I probably still, even with all of that, made $10 on this jacket. So that's fine. They love it. They left great feedback. I am so happy it is gone. All right. This is a big Buddha wallet, and I paid $2 for this at a church sale. Let's see if we can get the label. There you go. These sell pretty well. It's not a bad selling item. I paid $2 for it, and I took a best offer of $14. And of course, it cost like $2.60 to ship. So that wasn't bad. All right, this is just a Tommy Hilfiger sweater, nothing special. I often do not pick them up when they look like this. If it comes from Tommy Hilfiger, you want like their logo to jump out. You want a big flag. You want something showing that it's Tommy pretty boldly for it to sell really well. Because I had this for months and months, and I knew I was going to. Unfortunately, this is on the inside, but like if there's a big brand logo on it, they usually sell pretty well. And if it's very plain looking like this, it usually does not sell very well. So, but I only paid $1 for it, and I took a best offer of $18, but it probably took about 8 months to sell. Okay, this is a men's Under Armour sleeveless top. It was 2XL, which is a really nice size. Okay, this was another item. Do you want to know why it was there? Had a big stain on it. So I picked it up for $1 at the Salvation Army. I used the Folex on it, a little bit of detergent. It took the stain right out. And it sold probably within a week for $15, and it cost $2.60 to ship. Okay, this is a sample pair of Levi jeans. Now, I never picked up a sample of Levi jeans before, so I'm like, ooh, it's rare. Rare does not mean it's desired, and it was not desired. I tried it at a higher price, and nobody wanted it, and I lowered it, and nobody wanted it still. So eventually I did take a best offer of $18, but let me show you right here. This is on the inside. That, you know, it's just a sample pair. See, sample. So that did not make it too special, but still they picked it up and they were happy, and that's a good sale for me anyway. All right, this is a Looney Tunes Marvin the Martian baseball cap. I picked this up at the Goodwill for $2.49, and I took a best offer of $20. Now, let me show you the label. Yeah, there you go. 1993. Okay, yeah, these sell well. So if you see any Marvin the Martian baseball caps, I looked at most of them sell pretty decently. Okay, this is a pair of Dansko Jocelyn loafers. I was surprised I had them. I had them for about 6 months. Well, it might be the size. They were 11.5 to 12, so it's a pretty big size. I had them out for $50, and I only paid $5 at the Goodwill. And the only offer I had in that time, $40, and I took it, and they are very happy. They are very, very comfortable shoes, obviously. All right, this is the best for last is what I did. This is a Woolrich Sherpa, like barn rancher coat. Shockingly, this was left to the last day at the Salvation Army where they had the dollar sale on it. So this sat at the Salvation Army for, what is it, like 6 weeks before it goes on the dollar sale. And nobody picked it up. And it was very worn. It did have a worn look to it, but still, look at this. Look at this button. Like, how cool is that? So I picked it up. I picked it up last year, and I put it out for $120, and I just wasn't taking any offers less than $100. On an item like this, this is when I hold my price. There was nothing out there like this. Like, there were some that were kind of similar, but nothing quite like this one. So I just held firm. I knew somebody was really going to want this and love it. So eventually somebody offered me $101.99. So I took that, and they're happy with it, which is absolutely great. Okay, that's all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time.